Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Alberta News and Views and the Alberta Report podcast. All roads lead to Western independence. It is the only way to escape the blob. Everything the blob touches turns into systemic corruption. The only way out of the blob in this system is with independence, complete reform, top down, bottom up. Alberta to become first province with mandatory citizenship markers on driver's licenses. Now, don't tell me that this is not digital ID. All I've been seeing all day is it's a physical card. It's still a physical driver's license with a little can on it. No, this is a precursor to digital ID. Citizenship health card number on driver's licenses, ID cards to roll out in late 2026. Please bear with me. I've been doing this for far too long. It is extremely frustrating when I have to constantly do this. I'm going to try my best to explain this. Danielle Smith says, Alberta will be the first province to add a Canadian citizenship marker to driver's licenses and ID cards, strengthening Alberta's election system and protecting the integrity of our democratic process by ensuring that only eligible citizens cast ballots. This change will also give Canadian citizens in Alberta a single, secure card to access programs and services more conveniently. Yes, this all sounds great. Oh, look, there is the hard copy card right in your face. Don't worry about a thing. We're just going to put a little can on it right there. Continuing on. Liz Churchill gets it. She says, wow. Get out of Canada while you can. Globalist con artist Danielle Smith introduces the Agenda 2030 Global Digital ID, which is promoted by the World Economic Forum, United Nations, and World Health Organization. Now, I'm showing you this because she sees this. Then Mark Nixon, not shitting on Mark Nixon, this just proves my point. It helps me out. He says, this is factually wrong. Danielle Smith is not rolling out Agenda 2030. Maybe. Alberta's new ID is a physical card. It is a precursor. It's not a physical card. It's a precursor. It simply adds your citizenship status to your driver's license. It also helps prevent election fraud. No digital anything. You know what else helps prevent election fraud? Just showing your ID like we already have. Everything is already in its place. Nobody asked for this. Why start asking questions? Start asking yourself big questions. I will show you this right here. What are the stages of Alberta's digital wallet? Now, for all of you out there that don't know, overview of Alberta's digital wallet. Alberta's digital wallet, officially known as the Alberta Wallet, is a secure mobile and web-based tool launched by the government of Alberta on August 29th, 2025. It allows residents to store, access, and share government-issued documents digitally, starting with the mobile health card, a version of the Alberta Healthcare Insurance Plan card. The wallet is optional, privacy-focused with user control over data sharing, blah, 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 bullshit, and integrates, here's the important part, it integrates with existing alberta.ca accounts, okay? It integrates with existing alberta.ca accounts. Now, what is an alberta.ca account? That sounds new. It's not new. The alberta.ca account program, formerly My Alberta Digital ID. They changed the name from My Alberta Digital ID to Verified Alberta.ca account because our government, the people, whoever, they know that if it was still called My Alberta Digital ID, this would not fly. So they are being sneaky. There's a light way of putting it. They're being sneaky about it, when governments aren't supposed to be sneaky about anything. Now, what are the stages of this digital wallet? So now there's the foundation and the pre-launch. So this is where we're at right now, the pre-launch. So August 2025. So the wallet officially launched. This is phase 2. The wallet officially launched on August 29th, 2025 with the first digital document, the mobile health care, the mobile health card, okay? The card features a QR code for scanning at health facilities, hospitals, clinics, verified details like your name, date of birth, your healthcare number, sharing options allow adding family members' cards. This phase emphasizes accessibility, the manual verification for non-scanning locations, and full acceptance province-wide. And this will be shared federally across the country to all the other provinces. Phase 3, expansion and additional documents. Additional documents. The government plans to add more credentials progressively, evolving the wallet into a comprehensive hub for services. Planned additions include digital birth and marriage certificates, educational credentials, other government-issued IDs. This phase aims to reduce reliance on paper documents with updates delivered via the web. Internet is required for setup and updates, but offline access to other documents is supported. Now, stage 4. Deeper integration and future enhancements. Starting in 2026, deeper integrations will occur, such as a combined digital driver's license and health card on a new plastic card format, which can be added to the wallet. There. Further expansions may include tablet optimization, broader device compatibility, potential app, Google, all the possibilities. It's everywhere. And additional services like property or business documents. You can put your business on it now. Crazy that just everything is on this digital wallet. The focus remains on security, with users able to remove documents anytime they want. Sure, I'm going to put it on the internet, on a digital anything, and magically when I hit the delete button, it's gone? No full timeline for all features has been specified, but it's part of Alberta's broader digital government modernization. The digital government modernization came out like 2 years ago. And I said, I phoned Parliament, I phoned her office, and I said, what is the end goal of this? Where are you going with this? And it was just all convenience, all about getting rid of those ridiculous pieces of paper and plastic in your wallet. How dare they? That's what it's all about, they told me. They assured me, not a digital ID, not a digital currency, not a digital anything that would be forced. None of this stuff was ever going to happen. Lo and behold, participation is voluntary, and the wallet cannot store non-government documents like passports. For setup, users need a verified Alberta.ca account. More details are available on the official website. Participation is voluntary. Alberta to become the first province with mandatory citizenship markers. Give me a break. Start asking yourself questions, and start asking about they are doing this. It's easy to find. Just type in what are all the Alberta.ca accounts. There's basic, verified. It will take you to the My Digital ID, My Alberta Digital ID before they changed it, and what the main goals were with the My Alberta Digital ID. And that's how I know this. Because when this first came out, the My Alberta Digital ID, it said it all perfectly right there. Reduced hassle, benefits, access, provincial services, simplifies government interaction. It offers a simplified and streamlined process conducting transactions with various government departments. In federal, provincial information, blah, blah, blah. It just goes on and on and on. I'm going to leave it at that. I got a few more little tidbits to show you. Continuing on from Michael Cooper. Breaking news. The ethics commissioner just confirmed that the only people making sure Mark Carney's ethics screen is working are Mark Carney's top two advisors. We have, just like Justin Trudeau, we have the government investigating the government. The most unethical government in Canadian history is making sure that it is not unethical. It's unbelievable when you actually watch this in real time. I'll try and skip forward a little bit, where Michael Cooper is even like, what?
To the Prime Minister, these two people. They, of course, have a whole...
Well, sir, I understand that it's administered by the Chief of Staff and the Clerk of the Privy Council, both of whom serve at the pleasure of the Prime Minister. And so I'm asking you, in the face of that, what assurance do Canadians have that the screen is actually being enforced properly? Are there any independent mechanisms that your office has to ensure that it, in fact, is being applied properly?
Because their interest is the same as the Prime Minister. They don't want to run a house, see the Prime Minister whom they serve run afoul of conflict of interest. That causes both political and legal problems. They are there to make sure that he complies with the law. It is their duty. And they have been assigned that duty, and surely they're going to exercise in such a way that there does not appear or does not arise a conflict of interest. That's their job.
So your answer is that the effectiveness of the screen rests on the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff and the Clerk of the Privy Council, right?
I rely on the integrity of the senior people in government acting in accordance with the law, because it's in their interest, in the interest of the Prime Minister.
Sir, is there are no independent mechanisms in place, correct?
No, not at all.
So the guy, Mark Carney, Prime Minister Mark Carney, the guy that recused himself of over 100 ethics violations, or could be ethics violations. He recused himself over 100. Is a man of integrity. And Canadians are just supposed to trust that because he's the Prime Minister, all of a sudden he is ethical. Continuing on from Clandestine. He says, holy shit. Trump just said he is looking to designate Antifa and other left-wing groups as domestic terror organizations. He also said he has been working with Attorney General Bondi on RICO charges for those funding these groups, meaning George Soros. Trump has had enough. What I think is going to happen, and I've said this before, the United States of America is going to move at lightning speed in changing the way it does things. Trade, tariffs, taxes, business. Getting rid of the nonsense. Getting rid of all of the shit that contributes to the drugs, the crime, the chaos, the housing, the healthcare. They're going to do it, and they're going to do it fast. Now, my fear is that Canada is so stuck in the blob that it's going to be in a bubble that it can't maneuver or do anything. And we're going to be so far behind that we are going to be completely irrelevant. Example is this. The United States designates Antifa as a terrorist organization, but yet has a green light in Canada. How do you think that's going to work for trade? How do you think that's going to work out on the border? Right now, the United States government is keeping track of everybody around the globe, laughing at what happened to Charlie Kirk and vowing that they are going to pull visas and ban those individuals from coming into the country. And I've already watched in real time them do it today with a lot of some from some somewhat famous musicians and academics, blah, blah, blah. But they're doing it. Watch this.
Given all that's going on, Charlie Kirk's assassination and the left-wing, a lot of left-wing violence going on, do you have plans, and actually this is a great opportunity with all these, do you plan on designating Antifa finally a domestic terror organization?
Well, it's something I would do, yeah. If I have support from the people back here, I think we'd start with Pam, I think. But I would, if you give me, I would do that 100%. And others also, by the way. But Antifa is terrible.
Are there other groups that you can think of?
There are other groups, yeah. There are other groups. We have some pretty radical groups, and they got away with murder. And also, I've been speaking to the Attorney General about bringing RICO against some of the people that you've been reading about that have been putting up millions and millions of dollars for agitation. These aren't protests. These are crimes, what they're doing, where they're throwing bricks at cars of ICE and Border Patrol.
The important part is he says, and other groups. Canada needs to get on board with their number one trading partner. That's step one. Step two is Canada needs to get serious about getting rid of its systemic corruption. It's crazy. It's crazy what our premiers are thinking and what they are doing. But when you know, you know. And, well, it's just like that Liz Churchill said, get out of Canada while you can. Because it doesn't seem like you can vote change. And to create a movement in Canada for some kind of reform, it's gonna get worse. It has to get worse. Because poverty is the best teacher. It teaches countries, it's been teaching countries for thousands of years that if you fuck around, you find out. And then the only way out of that is with a revolution. And it happens. You look at El Salvador. You look at any country that has claimed their independence. It wasn't with voting. I'll leave it at that. I'm going to keep you updated with as much as I can when I can. All of you out there, like, share, and take care.